My only problem with ICE is that they're going after every minority group except black people. I mean, you're trying to reduce crime. You can just give them more room to breathe. But I understand, can you imagine the shape you have to be in to deport black people?
Did y'all feel all that hate? That was not a joke. That was just hate. Because there's nothing funny about wishing harm on another community. It's nothing funny to wish that harm comes to another community. The black Americans in the audience were not laughing. And this man clearly is not living up to his stereotype of being smart, because there's no such thing as an undocumented black American. Black Americans cannot be deported. And he want to talk about crime. Let's talk about the massage parlors, right? All that human trafficking, all that smex trafficking. Where do you think the terms came from? Me love you long time. Human trafficking, smex trafficking, maybe ICE need to pay K-Town a visit. Maybe ICE need to pay Chinatown a visit, because I'm pretty sure they could save a lot of kidnapped women, a lot of women that's being trafficked from these industries. So it's funny how, nobody wish harm. The black American community never wish harm on another community, but the hate is always out there towards black Americans. No one's even thinking about Asians, right? And you have this joke. What about the ICE jokes? The people who's rounding people up? Right? Then Trump said like 80% of ICE agents was like Latino or something like that. What about the jokes towards the Latino community that's actually rounding y'all up? Right? Man, the hate is real. There's no allies.
This Asian comedian got a wake-up call. What did he say? He said that black people, that ICE is just there deporting everybody. That his only problem is the fact that ICE is not deporting black Americans. And I'm like, oh, somebody finally said it, because I saw that in the comment section. A lot of people actually cheering him on and like, you literally said the word, you took it out of our mouth. Well, let's take a look at these videos, then I'll come back with more commentary. Credit belongs to original creators of these videos. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's go watch.
And this is exactly why black people stepped away from this fight, because at the end of the day, you can say that these are dark humor jokes all you want, but the truth is, every joke has a bit of the truth in it. And the fact that he said they're not going after black people shows us not exactly that they're not going after black people, but he wants them to harm black people. He wants them to solely focus on black people. The problem with this administration is that even though black people blatantly said that they will go after all of you guys if you guys vote for this, right? People didn't believe it because black people have been the sole target for so many years, and they were absolutely ecstatic for black people to get something negative from this administration, not realizing that their oppression is tied into ours. So the truth is that even when people don't support ICE, right, their support solely comes from their group of people being hurt, not the fact that it's hurting everybody else. They would be perfectly fine if black people were the sole targets. So many people would be perfectly fine if black Americans were the sole target of ICE assaults and violence.
If you're Asian American, the only valid reaction you should have to that video is disgust and, frankly, embarrassment. And now, when Asian communities are under attack, the fact that we're still throwing the black community under the bus shows how desperate some of us are to cling to this proximity to whiteness as our saving grace, as if that is going to keep us safe and protect our families when it never has before. A lot of us talk about how Asian discrimination and racism is downplayed, but it shouldn't come as a surprise when so many of us are so quick to disavow any solidarity with other communities of color. If you are part of an immigrant family, I know you know how rampant anti-blackness is in our world, and to see it perpetuated in the name of humor and an unfunny joke is embarrassing.
Every Hispanic person, every brown person has to worry about ICE. Not because they've done anything wrong, but because of what they look like. Have you ever thought about that? You wake up, you drink your coffee, you scroll through your phone, you breathe freely, and then they wake up wondering, will today be the day? Will I come home? Will I be torn from my family, my job, my life? When you say you're for ICE, when you cheer them on, when you call for stronger enforcement, do you look at the brown faces around you? Because I promise you this, they look at you, they see you, and they wonder, are you the one? Are you the one that's going to racially profile them at the grocery store, at the gas station, at the park? Are you going to call ICE on them just because they spoke Spanish, had an accent, wore the wrong shade of brown? Some of you treat it like a game, a sport, like hunting season. You don't even realize it, but they do. They always do. They walk with fear. They live with tension in their shoulders, eyes scanning for the exits, backs never turned, because ICE doesn't ask for your story. ICE doesn't ask if you're a citizen. a green card holder, or someone who's been here for their whole damn life. ICE asks one thing: do you look like you belong? And if I were in their shoes, if I've had to live with that kind of terror, if my skin meant suspicion, if every cop, every Karen, every flag-waving neighbor felt like a threat, I'd be honest with you. I think every white person might be the enemy too. And that's the weight we've put on their backs. That's the trauma we normalize. That's the fear they hold every single day. So if you support ICE, just know that fear lives in your shadow. Are you proud of that? Does that make you feel safer, stronger, better? Do you feel big now?
I just seen somebody make a post talking about ICE is not our problem. And it was made from a black person that made that status. And it makes me so sad because that's exactly what they want. They want to segregate everybody. They don't want people to work together. They don't want that. They want you to have that type of mindset. This is a sequence, and it's also like a chain effect, right? It's like a domino effect. That's the best way to say it. If one falls, they all fall down. You could have a friend that's foreign, and they're probably like a citizen, and they have a family that's not. You know what I'm saying? So for you to say what you said is crazy. And then the sad part about it is innocent people are actually getting unalive because of it. And y'all think that's okay. This is what they want. And I'm sorry, but people with mindsets like that is just like messing up the country. It really is. Like, there's no other way to put it.
Did you hear about the illegal aliens that got deported out of that apartment building in Chicago? Yeah, I did. That was crazy. It made me really feel upset for black people because they could really be next. Wait, what? Yeah, like, you know, if black people don't stand up for the illegal aliens, I mean, they could truly just be next because, I mean, what's going to stop ICE from just deporting black people? They're citizens. That's what stops ICE from deporting them. They're citizens. No, it's like, it's discrimination. What they're doing against those people is racist. ICE is literally like the Nazis. Like, you know, like I can't say it, but it's like the same. Like we have to stand up for those people. Like I'm going to go protest ICE at Broadview. Why would you get involved in that? Like, have you seen that they're actually deporting like people who are a part of like really violent gangs? Like they're doing, these people are committing like assaults, like sexual assaults. No, that's like racial profiling, and they're making up a lot of that stuff. Like they're literally kidnapping these people. They're kidnapping them. None of that makes sense. Like the people actually have documented records. They've been arrested and they have actually committed really violent crimes. And the people at that apartment building actually have been asking Chicago to intervene for I think a year, and nothing happened. Their building has been literally destroyed, and ICE only came in to get the Venezuelan people that were there and should not be there. And then they released everybody who was not a part of their operation. Yeah, I still don't agree. The mayor said that we need to really be pushing back against ICE. So I'm going to follow the mayor. I think you should spend some time understanding jurisdiction and also understanding what ICE is here to do, and really deeply connect with the fact that black people could never be deported from America because the people you're talking about are actually citizens. Black people are citizens. So it kind of almost sounds a little bit racist for you to assume that just because somebody is black that they could be eligible to be removed from this country. Have you felt like you should be removed from this country?
Obama deported over 400,000 people in 2013. Trump is we're not even at 200,000 yet, and it's October. And and immigrants. We told y'all next. We told y'all next. This is not nothing new to black people. It's not nothing new to be detained. You know, and the thing is that people were detained and then they were told to go home. Why? Because we are the people, like we are citizens. Where we gonna go? Our parents fought wars. Some of us fought wars. Our uncles, our grandparents, they were actually in wars. We're not going nowhere. We're not going nowhere. So with that being said, me no black, me no black, me no black. I ain't believing you, and I'm in it. I ain't in it. I'm gonna mind my black business, and I'm about to go back in the house and take a nap.
Talk about prejudices. This is one of it. He couldn't hide it, okay? He's a comedian. Somebody said in the comment section, oh, don't take comedians seriously. No. There are some things that they say, and you'll be like, oh, he's a comedian. He was just saying it out of his comedy thing and all that. But there are some things that they say, you will literally know that they had to take it out of their mouth. Like it's been there in their heart for long time. So something had to bring it out. So you know what they say, out of the abundance of the heart the mouth speaks. I guess that's exactly what happened. So for some of you who are making excuses for him and saying, oh, he's just a comedian, don't take it to heart, no, that's not what it is, because you are trying to stir up something. Because I saw in the comment section a lot of people actually cheering him and saying, oh, somebody have to say it finally, because that's exactly what it is. They were looking for somebody to say it. So you guys are angry that Black Americans cannot be deported to where exactly will they be deported to? So because your community faces deportation, other communities are facing deportation. Now you are furious that Black folks cannot be, part of those people who they will be deporting to only God knows where. Because some of you just have this ideology, and I just keep wondering where you all got it from. You cannot be against the people who have done you nothing. They have literally protested for you, spoke out for you, and also voted for your own right. And yet, you guys are still not satisfied because they have refused to, put their bodies on line for anybody. And that's why you guys are just coming from left, right, and center to speak against them and to say some things that, will provoke the Black community into going out there to protest or to speak out or to do anything. That's exactly what you guys are trying to do. I get it. Okay, most people are looking for a way to get Black Americans, upset and make them speak up. But I love the fact that they are calm as calmness can let it be. Okay, Black folks have taken calmness as a cause, and you all should buy it. Because they have chosen to stay silent in the midst of the chaos, in the midst of everything that you guys have thrown at them for only God knows how long. The Palm folks have shown so much and to them, and yet they have decided to stay silent because ever since they have been protesting, marching, speaking, and doing all sorts of things, nothing have changed. But a lot have changed since they kept silent and started boycotting some big corporations with their dollars, because they have decided to keep their Black dollar in their own community. So many people have an issue with it. That's what it is. Because some of you keep saying, "Oh, we don't have an issue if they want to protest with their dollar. Is it even possible to protest with money?" And you guys are seeing the impact. You guys keep seeing the impact of that decision. Many corporations coming out to say, oh, we have actually lost a lot of money. While some of them keep gloating and saying things like, oh, we made more money this year. Anyway, whether they like it or not, we all know the exact truth. And that's why so many of you guys are coming out to speak ill about Black folks, especially immigrants. And that baffles me so much, because these are people that Black Americans have stood out for. They have stood up for them. They have protested because of them. They have literally done everything just to make sure that they come into the country and enjoy the rights that they themselves enjoy. And yet, when you guys come in, you see them as, as people or that doesn't match your stance. And before you know it, you guys start saying things like, oh, we better than them. They don't like working. We work. And that's why we do better. Like, those stories are some of the stories that baffles me, and it's very irritating and nauseating, or whatever you call it, okay? Whenever I see some of those videos making rounds on social media by immigrants who are supposed to stand with Black folks. Well, I end it up here, guys. Let me know what you all think in the comment section, and credit belongs to original creators of these videos. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you all on my next and my next. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye.